I make a adult protective services report of abuse. The intention of it isn't to punish to abuse that's there. It's to look into it and correct it. I had done that APS to Tanya's family in there in Bryan, Texas. It wasn't to punish them, but it was carried out, implemented. They had gone in at 2 a.m. and traumatized them, and then that was part of the reason. Tit for tat, Tanya's brother, Richard, in Bryan, Texas, had her come here and do the same thing to me, to get me arrested. And that's wrong. That's not so that the fact that the social workers that show up, the 911 responders, emergency responders, the police are responding to false reports and maliciously placed reports, all of them. And then they say that the police approaches a scene in order to ascertain the crime and then to arrest. The only thing we can do is, if there's a crime, arrest it, right? Or give it a ticket. Anything else is civil matter. What is civil matter? It's just you get a lawyer to sue somebody. It doesn't bring insight into a matter to correct it. Where is the intention to look at what's going on to correct what's wrong? Huh? That's what should be the intention, not just to hurt people and to profit from it. That's what's wrong. And then all the policies that block seeing what the problem is in order to solve it. The police are we're only here for today. Everything else is irrelevant. We don't want to look in the past. It's outside the jurisdiction. We can't tell you if you. They're forbidden from telling if what they feel they're doing is good or bad, so that they can do it mindlessly, keep doing bad thing, and they're taught to say, we're enforcing the law, we're not writing it, which means they're excusing that they know it's bad, and they're doing that. All of them are doing wrong and bad. So much of it. There may be some. There is the good that they do. Maybe in a way, people are scared of doing anything. But then that's hard because people could be doing good things and they don't do it because they're afraid to do it. They're afraid to be scammed. People are afraid to let somebody in their house because they're encouraging squatting. So then he says, you let her in, which means you should never trust anybody to let in, because then the cops will help them scam and take your house for the gang. Is that the intention of the police? That is obviously what they're doing. There's homeless and nobody wants to help, because those who cry for help, a lot of them use that to bait people like me, gullibles, to bait them, to sue them, get in their house, fall down and say, ouch, 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 and blackmail them. The law is not there to be abused and by criminals, and that's what it is going on here. It's a hate crime because they keep saying we didn't write the laws. You don't like the laws, go back to Iran, right? It is that. What, you don't know? It's to punish someone you don't like in a way that we're just obeying our laws. The laws are wrong. The laws are wrong. And then we should realize what is our intention, to look at what's wrong and to correct it. Look inside yourself and see what's wrong and correct it. And the forbidden, the communication is forbidden, and the given privacy right. Confidentiality is used to hide the crime so you can't see what's wrong. Communication, the First Amendment That's for the purpose of seeing the truth and communicating it. That's the foremost obligation of any law enforcement, of any psychologist, of any social worker, of any therapist. See the truth and have insight on it without doing damage, not to incriminate someone, but to bring it to light and to take the power away from something that's wrong. Huh?